Shalom, shalom wa ahaba, mishpaka, shalom wa ahaba. Peace and love, family, peace and love. It's your Agnaraya ben Ayaounde, Nerea ben Yahuda ben Yasharal. Whatever your dialect may be, may I say shalom to you all, to the whole house of Yasharal, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, to wherever we've been driven to the lands of our captivity. I pray the Most High Yah, Bahashim Yahushua, finds you all in peace, love, and safety in this time of judgment, chaos, corruption, and deliverance for the people of the Most High Yah. Hallelujah. I also want to say shalom to all the sojourners and the Gentiles who love the Elohim of Yasharel. May I say shalom, shalom to all those who are seeking salvation through the blood of Hamashiach. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Mishpachah, I want to take a little bit of time to address an individual by the name of Dr. Michael Brown. And for those who may not be familiar with this individual, here is a picture on Wikipedia of Dr. Michael Brown. He's a known YouTube and a radio personality. On Wikipedia has him down as an American radio host, author, apologist, and proponent of Messianic Judaism, Christian Zionism, and the charismatic movement, Mishpachah. Pretty much in a nutshell, everything that this man believes in is contrary to what the truth is. You understand? And you, my people, awakening to your truth of who you are, why you are where you are, and who you are intended to be throws a complete wrench into what it is this man has been doing throughout his whole life and everything that he's paid all that money to learn in those Catholic seminary schools to which he has attended, Mishpachah, as well as those Talmudic universities that he has I'll say been miseducated in. You understand, Mishpachah? Now he has recently said that he wishes to debate an Hebrew Israelite leader, and he specifies leader, a recognized leader. You understand, which just shows his lack of understanding about our community, that there is no one entity that can represent the house as a whole. And I believe the Most High made it that way so that these people can't come and try to cut the head off something. You know what I mean? They always try to take out the leader and destroy everything that comes after you. So you understand, Mishpachah? And that is what this individual is trying to do. He's trying to neutralize what it is that he feels is a threat. Now realizing that he's working against the will of the Most High Yah. You understand? These things would not be happening were not for the hand of the Most High. You understand? But I just want to say to him and those who think like him, Mishpachah, that there is no time for debating you, and that debating time has passed. You understand, Mishpachah? Because if you were sincere about having a conversation with us, you would have had a conversation with us when you first got wind of who we are. You understand, Mishpachah? But you did not feel that it was a threat to your pockets or a threat to what it is that you are pushing over there on your platforms. So you ignored us. You understand, Mishpachah? But now that the Most High is rising up the 12 tribes of Yasharel, you understand? And awakening them to who they are, why they are, where they are, and who they are intended to be. Now you are trying to come and neutralize, what it is that you see happening before your eyes, Mishpachah. And I would suggest nobody debating you because we have nothing to prove to you. You understand? The burden of proof is on your behalf. You are the one that throughout the generations, you understand, that have been presenting yourselves as something that you are not, Mishpachah. And I would say to you that if what it is that we are doing over here in our community, this awakening that you seem to have such an issue with, which exposes your issues and problems with us as a people. You understand? Because we've proven that our love for the Most High Yah, Bahashim Yahushua, is genuine and beyond color. Because when you, after the Renaissance movement and after the whitewashing of the true people of the book, handed us this Catholic perversion of our ways, we wholeheartedly believed in the Messiah when we thought he was lily white and blue-eyed. We could care less, Mishpachah. It was about the Ruach. Now that we know the truth, you understand, our faith is still just as strong. You understand? But you seem to have a problem. And I would wonder that had your people always known that the people of that book were a melanated people, would you be so willingly to confess yourself as a so-called Christian if who you thought was Christ looked just like me? Huh? If color didn't matter, why'd you all change it in the first place? You understand, Mr. Micheal? And what I would say to you is that if what we are doing is so wrong and vile in your eyes, why don't you just leave us alone and let the Most High deal with it? Hallelujah. As it says in the book of Tehillim, chapter 127, verse 1, it says, this is the book of Tehillim, more commonly known as Psalms. More commonly known as Psalms. Chapter 127. It says, if Yahuwah does not build a house, its builders have labored in vain. If Yahuwah does not guard the city, the watchman has stayed awake in vain. Mishpachah, if the Most High ain't building it, it will fall. You understand? So to Dr. Brown, Dr. Michael Brown, and those who think like him, why don't you just leave the Israelite awakening alone? And if it is something that is not of the Most High, allow it to fail and falter. But if it is, watch it grow in love, peace, and harmony, if you have that in you, for men and women who look like myself. And with that, Mishpachah, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. And always remember to keep the fire burning. A little more oil in my lungs. Hallelujah, Mishpachah. Keep your eyes open, stay prepared so you don't have to get prepared. And remember that your redemption is near. Ain't no time to be debating these people. You understand? If these people were seriously wanted to have a serious conversation with us, they would have had it years ago. So don't allow them to bring us to the table now when it benefits them. You understand? This is warfare, spiritual warfare. And they are trying to set somebody up to be able to use whatever interview that they're trying to get in order to neutralize everything else. And notice, before I get out of here, Mr. Peacock, to those of you who made it this far in the video, notice, my people, that some of the main people that many of us in the Israelite community would rather not have speak for us as a whole. Notice the main so-called groups or maybe camps that many of us really wouldn't want speaking for us. Notice how those are the main ones that the so-called mainstream media and people and men like Dr. Michael Brown tend to focus on. You understand? Those who I feel whose doctrines are a little flawed and easy to dissect. We must stand on the truth, Mishpachah. Even if it hurts your pockets, even if it hurts what you've been preaching to your congregation for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, which may not be the whole truth, you need to come up off of that, because the enemy will look to attack anything that is not the whole truth. And I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, Mr. Picard. And always remember to keep the fire burning. A little more oil in my lungs. Hallelujah, Mishpachah. Keep your eyes open, stay prepared so you don't have to get prepared. And remember that your redemption is near. Kumar Yasharel. Kwam Yasha'Allah. Rise, Yisrael. Shalom, Shalom. Salam, Mishpachah. Hallelujah.